Craziest ways that the 2025 Champions League could end. Back in the early 2000s, Arsenal were one of the biggest clubs in Europe, but when it came to the Champions League, they just seemed like they could never win it. In fact, in the club's 100+ year history of existence, they haven't managed to win a single Champions League. But this year, they could change that in the most unbelievable way possible. You see, for years, Arsenal kept getting eliminated in the round of 16, over and over again. Sometimes they made it a little further, sometimes they didn't qualify at all. And when they did make it, Bayern Munich were there waiting to humiliate them, usually in an elimination match. In fact, Bayern literally beat Arsenal 5-1 3 times in a row between 2015 and 2017. But this season, Arsenal did something no one expected. The thing is, entering their matchup with Real Madrid, nobody gave them much of a fighting chance. It was a matchup of the team that are the kings of the competition versus the team that constantly gets bantered for always finding a way to fall short in the competition. But out of nowhere, Arsenal absolutely destroyed Real Madrid. And not just any version of Madrid, we're talking about the defending UCL champions who added Mbappe to their squad this season. If you told anyone that Madrid was going to lose 5-1 to Arsenal right before the season started, you would have been absolutely clowned. But here's where everything gets crazier. As it turns out, the closest Arsenal has ever come to winning the Champions League was all the way back in 2006. They made it all the way to the final without conceding a single goal in the entire knockout round. And in fact, they went 10 straight Champions League games without being scored on. But then they finally lost the final to Barcelona 2-1 after getting a red card early in the match. But here's where this could get insanely poetic. What I mean is that the final's in Munich, the home of Bayern, the same club that's bullied Arsenal for years in this competition. And assuming Arsenal can get past PSG and Barcelona beat Inter, Arsenal would have the opportunity to end their Champions League pain by beating the same team that prevented them from doing so almost 20 years ago in the same exact city that's home to the club which has caused them the most consistent pain in the competition. But there's an even crazier ending that I'm posting in the coming weeks. Follow so the algorithm shows it to you.